In the previous What If, we opened a portal at the bottom of the Mariana Trench and we let the oceans drain out. For fun, we drained them to Mars. The Curiosity rover is working so hard to find evidence of liquid water, so I figured we could make things easier for it. How would Mars change as the water accumulated? There is a lot of water currently on Mars. The problem is, it's mostly frozen. Liquid water doesn't last long there because Mars is too cold and there's too little air. But the oceans we're dumping onto Mars wouldn't freeze solid anytime soon. We're dumping a lot of water very fast, and Mars isn't that cold. Plus, the oceans are salt water, and salt makes it slightly harder for water to freeze. Here's an elevation map of Mars. Currently, Curiosity is sitting in Gale crater, a round depression in the Martian surface with a peak, nicknamed Mount Sharp, in the center. We're dumping a lot of water very fast, which will start to turn Gale crater into a lake, just like it would on Earth. As the flow continues, the lake fills in, burying Curiosity under hundreds of meters of water. Oddly, the water would freeze from above and below at the same time because the Martian surface is also below freezing. Rocks and soil would almost certainly become frozen together into ice-dirt chunks that break free and float up to the surface like icebergs. The water spills over the north rim of the crater and starts flowing out across the sand. The water flows downhill to the north and pools in the North Polar Basin, while a layer of sea ice and rockbergs forms on top. Eventually, the flow breaks through into the Hellas impact crater, the basin covering the lowest point on Mars, and Perseverance is likely destroyed in the ensuing ice rock waterfall. And then, at last, the flow stops. The oceans back on Earth are drained, and the rovers all have water damage and are now probably out of warranty. We're covering the planet with an enormous amount of ice-topped water. The ice would get thicker and thicker as the water below it cooled, and eventually the oceans would freeze solid. Except maybe none of this would happen. Water is a potent greenhouse gas, and with so much new water available to evaporate into the atmosphere, maybe Mars would warm up and the oceans would remain liquid as they are here on Earth. There's only one way to find out.